My name is David Murphy. I'm a designer and illustrator. I'm 24 years of age. I'm from County Cork. I grew up in Ballycotton and I lived there for about 12 years. My family, they owned a bar. I used to work there for kind of exchange and all that stuff. So when I was 12, I used to just kind of go around, kind of collect the glasses and stuff like that, do the stock. And then as I got older, I started working behind the bar. The recession kind of hit everyone. We started having some financial troubles, and that obviously put stress in the family. And my father thought it was a good idea just to up and leave. All the kind of problems went on to my mother. Basically, just all went downhill from there. We were kind of wondering as to what we could do. We didn't really have any more funds to continue renting, so it just spiraled out of control, and we didn't really have much of a choice, either live in a tent temporarily or the back of the car. And we kind of were asking TDs for kind of help and all that, but didn't actually hear anything for a good while. They were saying kind of come back to us when you're actually in the situation of being homeless, when you've no other really solutions. All your belongings and all your things are being packed up into these kind of boxes and stuff, but you've no idea where they're actually going to go. So in the end, just had to throw a lot of stuff away. And I remember being in my bed for the last time, kind of not knowing what was going to happen. Thankfully, a neighbour loaned us a tent so we could actually kind of put that down in the property that we owned, and we were able to live in the tent for the 3 months of that summer. Even with the tent, it's kind of like at least there's some space, that you can actually live in, rather than being on the side of the street or in the back of the car. It's like a false sense of security being in the tent rather than just being out in the street. You can only be grateful that you actually had a tent to sleep in. Some strangers actually from when we were purchasing the shed as well offered us a room, but there's those kind of things that you don't really want to hinder people with, and it's a strange kind of guilt, kind of like you're always feeling this lack of independence, and you're super, super grateful for all of these people kind of offering their help, and it's you don't want to be putting their lives out. I worked at Babelfish for 3 months. They are a design studio in Cork. The boss, he couldn't really believe what was going on. When I was working there, it was kind of a very strange experience in terms of the fact that when I went back home, I crawl into the tent and I sleep in damp Irish weather, and then I wake up next morning and then I go get the bus. I'm sitting next to all these people. I stink. I had to go to the toilet at work, and I used to brush my teeth in Tesco. When you wear jeans and a denim jacket, it can look pretty easy to not look homeless. People have this stigma on what way people do look homeless, and it's kind of bullshit, really. So my family, when we were in the tent, overall, we were pretty much a unit. We didn't drive each other insane or anything. I'm a pretty easy person to live with, I would say. Others might have different opinions. My sister, she was like just buried in books, really. She had no choice. It's her leaving cert year. My grandmother didn't really want anything to do with us because she kind of saw this problem as her own problem and didn't want to help in any kind of way whatsoever. My girlfriend, she kind of kept my head focused, and when I was with her, I didn't shit, I'm gonna start crying. Without her, I probably would have messed up. It's probably affected me more than think about it, but further down the line, it's like when you're in the situation, you don't try and think about it too much. You're just trying to plow on. But what I would say to somebody in my situation, it's really a tough one, because everybody handles the situation differently. Like, I mean, God, you've no idea. Like, I'm lucky that I had the support system I had when I was in that situation. It's, I guess the only thing I could probably say to somebody is just have a good circle around you, maybe, even if you have one. And I'll just say that line.
Yeah.
Okay, so we did manage to get in contact with somebody from the water, or a TD. Fuck. So we did manage to get in contact with somebody from. Fuck. So we did manage to get in contact with a TD from the. This can be like a little kind of real. So we did manage to get in contact with somebody. Fuck! Again!